Hey everyone, Dev Puppy here. It's been a long time, but I think I'm going to get into recording these videos again. My problem lately is I have left the recording to the afternoon, and I really feel unmotivated at about, 2 or 3. So that's not a good time to record YouTube videos. So I'm going to do them in the morning now, and we'll see if they come out more often. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about what I've been up to for 3 months. So I finished this contract to make this web map, and this is like a heat heat prediction system. So as you can see, I use D3, which is a JavaScript plugin for the chart, and it's interactive. And I used Mapbox for the background here. And I won't get too much into this, but it was a successful contract. There's one more bug I have to fix, but it's pretty much over. And lately I've been able to focus on my real passion, which is developing stuff for Unity and in the immersive tech field. So I'm going to be working on a VR meditation project because I've tried the offerings out there on the Go and the Quest and the not the Quest, the it's in my head, the Rift, and they really lack what they don't use the technology as I think that it can be used. So I like to create a visual meditation, which is to say that there's something visual to focus on that's changing as you pay attention to it or as you clear your mind of thoughts that are attacking you. The mind is a wonderful tool, but a terrible master. So you can really be tortured by thoughts that if they're if they come at you like crazy throughout the day. So I'd like to develop something a little bit different for VR, and it's going to be a small project. Right now I'm working on the input system, so I have a very simple scene. I'm basically trying to create a way to click and drag this sphere, and that will be one of the main input systems in the VR meditation app. Will be clicking and dragging. So I'll show you what I have right now. All right, so this is my test scene, and I want this to work on the Go or Rift, so I'm just using a laser pointer actually. I'm right-handed, so I just have the right hand working right now, but of course the left will work as well. And I was just testing input to make sure that, so I've built this scene to the Go, and I'm using a Rift right now because I'm on PC. So I just wanted to make sure that the input was working on both. So what I have here is a kind of a laser pointer, but I wanted it to be, because it's a meditation app, it's good to kind of like fade in, fade out. Everything should be slow actually instead of jerky. So I have this laser pointer that if you move it, you see the end is kind of bending. And what I'd like to do is that there'll be certain objects that are heavy to move and the bend will be more pronounced. And lighter objects will have this type of bend, which is very soft. And so yeah, that's the plan. And I'm not going to go into how I made this. It's just I used some Curvy line asset, and I kind of have adjusted the speed of the points along it so that the end moves slower than the root, which is my controller. So the end moves slower than my controller, and that's how I get this kind of effect. And with the Curvy line asset, that makes the line bend. So I'm happy with how it turned out. What I'm not happy with so far is the input system. Um, so right now this has a rigid body on it. And so if I move it around, you'll see it doesn't go outside these boundaries, which is as expected, but there's tons of bugs that happen with it. So I've had a problem where, oh, it's going to float away. Um, where if I'm pointed directly at the sphere, it's moving towards the controller. And I really can't find a way to get that to not happen. Even if I move the sphere on the ignore raycast layer, it still moves towards the controller if it's pointed. So right now I have it so that if the raycast is pointing directly at the sphere, it just moves 3 meters in front of me. So you'll see it kind of bends. The raycast isn't hitting the sphere directly right now, so it's able to go further, but if I point it, it kind of goes back to 3 meters. So I'm going to try another way here. So instead of using raycast, I'm actually going to use the end of the line. I'm going to add a collider on it so that instead of a raycast hitting the sphere every frame, it'll just be it'll be the very end of the line, sensing, collisions with interactable objects. And I'll try and use physics to get this effect where it can't go through the floor, but I don't know. I'm a little concerned about the bugginess of it using physics. So it works okay, and it's not computationally too heavy. So I'll test it with physics once I adjust the way this works, and then we'll see how it goes. Okay, thanks for watching. Whoa! So buggy. Hey, if you like this video, hit that like button down below. And if you want to keep up with what I'm up to, hit subscribe.